Greetings, everyone. DFG here, Gideon's Flight. Hey, guys, I just want to take a moment and update you on the latest here in the city of New Orleans. The mayor of New Orleans, LaToya Cantrell, just mandated that anyone in the city of New Orleans, any residents in the city of New Orleans, it's mandatory that they wear a face mask. Mandatory. Hear what I'm saying? Mandatory. Is that fascism? When at any point, in any government, in our time, in a so-called democracy, that the government, especially at the level of America, mandate that anybody in the city, any taxpayer who, by the way, pays for her effing job, she has a goddamn job because of us. Sorry about that. She has a damn job because of us, but now she's going to tell us who pay her salary, all the citizens and residents of New Orleans, what the hell they going to do in their own personal space, in their own personal time. So she's going to mandate that you wear a face mask, no matter where you go, public. And not only that, she's going to have enforcement people all around. So if you're out in the park, you out just taking a casual walk, if you're walking your dog, if you're walking yourself, there are going to be people in the city who are going to be empowered to come and confront you why you don't have a face mask on. Well, you know what I say? Fuck that shit. And you heard me right. I'll be damned. And I will tell anyone, any enforcer, try it. It's not going to be a pleasant experience for you. I'm going to say it again. Try it. Try to tell me what I have to have on my face in my own public space and public time. And I'm telling you, it's not going to be a pleasant experience for you. You may want to think about it. You might just want to think about it. And I encourage every citizen of New Orleans, even if you agree with wearing the mask, you think the mask somehow or another, keeps people safe. Which, guys, I'm telling you, if you watch, Trump, that's the president of the United States. Okay, we all agree this guy is not the brightest star in the sky. Okay, but if you watched him last week at the, I want to say the Military Institute graduation. What was it? God dang it. But anyway, it'll come to my mind before I finish this video, I'm sure. But he's at the institution for all of the future military West Point. There you go, West Point. He's there. And not only does he not have a mask on, none of the cadets have masks on. Now think about it, guys. These are the future military leaders of the country. There's not a general in America that probably did not go, or that's been general, did not go to West Point or some military academy. None of these guys got masks on, so that means they don't fear that any of these guys could die. Their future leadership. And not only that, but they're shaking hands and saluting and coming, someone tapped the president on the shoulder with no mask on, neither he. And nobody panicked. Why? Why? Because they're all idiots? See, that's what social programming would do to you. Take away your ability to think critically. Because that's what most of you go, well, they're all just stupid. No, they're not all just stupid. They just know something that we don't know. They're not all stupid. You know what I'm saying? When you marginalize somebody, call people stupid or ignorant without doing any research, then that's the biggest insult. That's the most egregious insult that you can get somebody to call them dumb and stupid because they take a stance or because they're doing something or they're not conforming. Maybe they're not conforming for a reason. Maybe they know the truth behind a mask is not going to do a damn thing to save anybody. If anything, that mask is going to have a whole bunch of people dealing with respiratory issues come this fall. And of course, they're going to blame it on the people who didn't wear the mask, knowing that the truth of it is that the mask caused the problem. It's the most clever form of deception to make you think something good is something bad and something bad is something good. And that's what they're going to do. But breathing in your own toxins month after month in the heat and in the stress and all of the things that you're dealing with, that can do nothing but harm you. I mean, I'll give you an example. Nature, we're from nature, guys. We were created from the earth. Nature, if you take nature 1 degree off of its normal process, 1 degree off, let's just use degrees of temperature. 1 degree could cause serious polar ice melts that can literally cause major flooding all over the world. 1 degree. So what do you think by inhibiting your ability to breathe by 1 degree? Because that's probably what that mass is doing, 1-2 degrees. You don't think it's going to have an effect on your body when your body comes from nature? Don't you know that the Creator made your respiratory system perfect? That's why you're not on ventilators and other kind of machines. Don't you know that? And whenever it's not functioning properly, you got to have assistance because it should be functioning perfectly as it is. And now you're going to impair it, and you think there's going to be no consequence. Guys, this is Hegelian dialect at its finest. Problem, reaction, put mass on. Problem, we need to control population. Reaction, make them put on mask. You follow me? Make them think that the mask is going to save them. Make them put on mask. And then solution, you follow me, is going to be, that the mask is going to save you, and the people who didn't wear the mask is the cause of the people getting harmed. My excitement sometimes causes me to get my thoughts coming so fast, sometimes my mouth twists them. But again, you know what I'm saying? Problem, coronavirus. Okay, reaction, everybody put on a mask. Solution, the mask kills them or cause us to die off because we're ill with respiratory problems come the next season, which they'll blame it on the second wave of coronavirus, and then blame the people who didn't wear the mask as the cause of it, which will be a lie. But the people will believe the lie. It's what Hitler said. You make the lie big and repeat the lie over and over, and the people will believe it. That's what's going to happen. So I'm saying to you guys again, if you want to wear the mask, it's up to you. Wear the mask. I have no issue with anybody wearing a mask. But this I'll tell you. Think about what it does from our inability to be social with one another as interactive social creatures as Yahweh has made us. You got to keep 6 feet from people that you know. You got to have a mask on your face with people you're trying to meet, trying to interact. You want to go to a bar, you got to be isolated. If you want to go to a bar, you got to have your face covered. This is what this mayor is saying. If you want to go to the museum or a park with your family, y'all got to be covered up. If you come across anybody, they got to get 6 feet away from you. It's causing us guys to be isolated. And not only that, guys, a lot of the social things we do going to bars, the social things we do going to sporting events, social things we do going to other festivals and other forms of entertainment, those are the things that we use to relieve stress, guys, to keep us mentally healthy. And now they're taking that away from you. Why? So that you can become so stressed and depressed with all the issues that builds up just with living everyday life. And you have no outlet, that can do nothing but cause your body to break down. And the mask is just another part of that process. That's something you guys, we need to think about it. Guys, look, we're at the crossroads of society. We're at the crossroads. And guys, I know how convenient, I know many of you guys just want to believe so bad that mask is going to save somebody. Yeah, we've heard all these government officials tell us that the people who have died from coronavirus were already ill, and we just said coronavirus because we felt that in their system somehow or another. But less than 1% of the population get the virus, and less than that die from that virus. Less than 1% of the people who get it die from it. Y'all can correct me on the latter part of that, but I think that's right. More people are dying from the flu, almost 20, 30, 40 times more from the flu than the coronavirus. Yet, they're making us all believe that somehow or another covering up our faces is the answer to this problem, when covering up our faces is going to be the cause of the next major outbreak around the world, and especially in America. That's why the president is not wearing it. He doesn't want to get sick. That's why those cadets are not wearing it. They don't want to get sick. That's why a lot of these private institutions are having graduations that you don't see or know about, are doing them without the masks and not social distancing because they don't want to get sick. Plus, they want to celebrate. They want to be community people. They want to have a life. God damn it! Why do you go to barbecues, cookouts, family reunions, festivals, events, bars, restaurants? Why? Because you want to be around people. You want to socialize with people. You want to be engaged. You want to have a life. What they're telling us now is that in New Orleans, you're not going to have any life, according to the mayor. And I say to each and every one of you guys, bullshit. Forget whether or not you think the mask is the right or the wrong thing. It needs to be protested for them taking away your First Amendment right, freedom of choice, freedom of speech, freedom of action, freedom to protest. They're stealing it away from you right in front of your faces, guys, under the guise that somehow or another you're killing somebody without having a mask on, and they haven't proven that to this second. They have not proved. That is total speculation. There's no facts to back up that lie, that people are dying because someone didn't have a mask on or they were around somebody who didn't have a mask on. Remember how they started? Well, put the mask on just in case you're sick. Remember that? That's how it started. Wear the mask if you go around elder people because you don't want to get them sick. Then they went to, oh, well, you should wear the mask anyway. It's a good idea. To, oh, you need to wear the mask at work. Oh, you need to wear the mask at events. Now you need to wear the mask in your own private, personal space. And public arenas, public places where you pay to walk on these streets. Your tax dollars give you the right to walk around any city freely. Without any kind of way, anyone inhibiting your right to just walk around and breathe the air freely, without your ability to breathe being somehow obstructed. Because these dumb devils, they ain't dumb devils, they're wicked demons who are all part of a broader agenda, and that is population control and the killing off of many, probably billions of people. And by the way, catch a couple of Hebrew Israelites too, because they've been after us way back from the days of Moses, killing the male children. Killing Yeshua, at least attempting to. We know the stories. Shooting us down in the streets right now. Aborting millions and millions of so-called black Hebrew Israelite babies. That's where we are now, guys. Now, you can join me and protest and say, look, I'll wear it in the places where I have no choice to wear it because there's a consequence. I might, lose my ability to take care of my family, my loved ones, myself. But in a public arena, I'll be damned if you're going to make me do a damn thing that I don't want to do when I'm not violating any constitutional right. Didn't sign up for it. I ain't a part of it. Get the hell out of here. Mayor Cantrell, you can take that and shove it where the sun don't shine. You and your mandate. Peace.